Yes, my people. Hello, Nigerians. Welcome to Inside Life. This is the Youth Enlightenment and Empowerment Program, working towards youth and presidency to get good governance for our future generation. Now, what is your story? What is your story? It's the story we tell about the conditions, the situation, and the things happening in our country and the world at large. Because inside life, not life day. If you are alive, then you are inside life. Now, the new occurrence, waiting they happen, the coalition of the new party ADC. What is this party all about? This ADC party. This is another Nigeria political recycle, the same faces, new label. The same set of people will destroy Nigeria before. Now they don't gather together, say they won't come talk about how they want to reform Nigeria. Why you not do it when it be your time? When you had your chance to do it, why did you not reform? Why did you not transform and make Nigeria a better place? I need you all to listen to this analysis of what they have to say about this coalition. Make una listen. Nigeria's youth, you people should be wise. Don't go follow these people blindly. Let them show you facts of what they have done before and what they want to do now. Manifestos and everything should be read. I want make una listen to this analysis. And don't forget, subscribe to my YouTube channels. Then you're going to get concrete new follow-up of what it happen for our country and Africa at large. This not be joke. They will never go unpunished. And this now life. Praise go blow. All the anyash go open. Inside life, listen.
Welcome back to the deep dive. You know, if you ever feel like you're just wading through endless political news, trying to figure out what's actually new and what's just, well, noise.
Yeah, old wine in new bottles kind of thing.
Exactly. Then today's deep dive is definitely for you. We're going to unpack a really interesting piece looking at Nigeria's political landscape. Specifically, this recent formation of a new alliance under the African Democratic Congress, the ADC. Our goal here is to cut through that noise and see what this source tells us about change, or maybe the lack of it, in Nigerian politics.
And what's fascinating is how the source, right from the get-go, it questions whether this is new at all. That sort of immediately sets up the big question. Is this real transformation, or are we just watching, a familiar pattern play out again?
That's a great way to frame it.
Yeah.
And our source, it really pulls no punches. It argues pretty strongly that this ADC coalition, well, it's not some progressive reform.
Not at all.
It basically says, and I'm kind of paraphrasing the vibe here, it's the same old politicians, the same recycled names and faces.
Oof.
Yeah. And it goes on to claim these are people who, in its view, once drained Nigeria's wealth, crippled its institutions, and left its youth in the cold. It's quite a stark take right out of the gate.
It really is. And the article digs into that skepticism about motives, doesn't it?
It does.
It asks point blank, are they fighting for the Nigerian people or their lost power? That's the core question it raises.
Right.
And it introduces this idea of political camouflage, like these established figures are just swapping colors and logos, but not their mentality.
Camouflage, that's a strong image.
It is. The source uses this metaphor, saying it's like the same rusted machinery of greed, tribalism, and corruption. Maybe, a quick paint job, but the underlying machine.
Still rusted, still the same problems, like tribalism, corruption. Those are the drivers, according to this piece.
Precisely. Not genuine progress, in its view.
And what's interesting, then, is how the critique gets broader. It's not just about this coalition, right? Or even just about beating the current ruling party, the APC.
No, it zooms out. It argues Nigeria needs to defeat something bigger. A political culture of betrayal.
A culture of betrayal. Wow. And it links this directly back to the politicians involved now.
Yes, it explicitly attributes past failures to them.
Yeah.
Saying these are the people who wrecked the economy, who looted national resources, who turned blind eyes to suffering. It's painting a picture of a whole system, a pattern of behavior.
So this brings up that perception versus reality thing, doesn't it?
Absolutely. The source points out the irony, saying these same figures now present themselves as saviors. And it directly tells you, the listener, don't be fooled, which really highlights how hard it can be, to tell real change from just superficial moves.
Especially when it's the same players on the field, maybe just wearing different jerseys.
Exactly. Look at the track record, not just the promises that seems to be the source's advice.
Okay, so if this coalition, formed out of what the source calls desperation or ambition, isn't real change, what is? What does the source envision?
Well, it's quite clear on that. It says real change won't come from these kinds of arrangements.
Right.
Instead, it argues real change needs a new generation of leaders who are honest, selfless, and accountable.
Okay, so fundamentally different people.
Yes, people who are not part of the old structure. People ready to sacrifice comfort for truth, not recycle lies for comfort. It's a call for a complete break, really.
Not just adapting the old ways.
No. And that brings us back to that final thought from the source, that maybe we're stuck in a cycle of political deception dressed in new clothes.
So wrapping this up, our deep dives really highlights, through this source's lens anyway, just how challenging it is to break these deep-rooted political cycles. It's about more than just parties or elections.
It really is. It's about the culture, the individuals, the whole system.
Yeah.
And maybe that leaves you with a thought to ponder. If these old patterns, these familiar faces, keep showing up under new banners, what does it actually take for a society to get that real change it's looking for?
And how do you even spot it?
How do you spot it amidst all the political plays and promises? That's the complex question the source leaves us with, something to think about long after the headlines fade.
Oh yeah, my people, follow my YouTube for the full message. If you not sabi read, they're already to explain this thing for you. If you cannot read, these are words you will listen to and you will learn from them. Our African leaders, they are not here for the good or the better of our country, Nigeria, or the youth. They are here for themselves. Listen and learn. Don't be fooled. Again, this now the rise of another bad governance part. Whatever. Thank you.